Yo, this is a ton of place. Pokemon Shining Pearl. We continue here in the battle zone. Yeah, the post-game era continues. So, what more Pokemon can we find? What level? And are there someone we haven't seen before? Ah, Pharaoh. I think we've seen him before. Bring in our Staraptor. Bird versus bird. Who wins? Or will there even be a deciding winner in this one? I think not. It is level 51 though, so it's not a bad opponent to face, but nah, I hold the business to take care of. Let's see. There's a little gain to think to go up here. It's just a little shortcut if you want to avoid the grass. Let's continue up here. Go left here. And here's someone. Worthy opponents. The search for them drives me to travel far. Well, you're kind of far away now, so what good Pokemon do you have then? Ace Trainer Diana. And her first one is Fluffy! Interesting. Fluffy, the Generation 2 Electric Sheep. It has a pre-evolutional form called Mareep and its full evolutional form called Ampharos, which also received a Mega Evolution in Gen 6. So since this is electric type, flying type moves don't really do much, sadly. The Thief maybe? I don't have a dark type extra bonus, but they do something. Ow! Physical move, static. Not good. Fluffy uses Thunder Wave, but there's no point using Thunder Wave because I'm already paralyzed. Calm move with Paralyze. What does Fluffy do? Discharge! Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow! Yeah. Staraptor is weak to electric. It doesn't like the discharge. Oh, it's paralyzed again! How unfortunate. It comes Power Gem. Another super effective move, but of the rock type. One of the very few rock type special attacks in the game. As the Raptor RNG'd down. Not much to say about that. Well, let's bring in Medicham to get in some levels as well. Doesn't have any advantage when it comes to typing, so let's just do this more quick. Let's do a little Psychic. That will be enough damage, take down the Fluffy. And Medicham's level 58. Closing in to the rest. Next up is Tropius. Tropius, dual type grass and flying. A very, very unique and interesting combination, but Tropius has a very, very big disadvantage. You see, Empoleon is weak to grass, yes, but Empoleon knows a move which can swat the Tropius down in a single hit, and that move is Ice Beam. Grass and flying are both weak to ice. This is a quadruple damage move, and Tropius will go down very, very hard. And level 59 on Empoleon, 0 in speed, wow. Empoleon just wants to be slow. Hydro Pump, the strongest water attack move in the game, or among the strongest, but it doesn't have that superb accuracy. It only has accuracy of 80, versus Surf, which has 100, and it has just 20 power less, but perfect accuracy, and in my opinion is not worth it. So that was that. Who's next? Probably the first thing we should do is to get the Raptor up again, because if it's fainted, it won't be receiving any EXP, so it's important to get him up again. My potion as well, always nice to have. Some more birds if you want to pick up, you need to use the cut. If you want to go through there. And we have Eradicate. Ooh, interesting. So Eradicate is a Pokemon from Generation 1, but this one has 2 forms, depending on which game you play. If you play Generation 7, this Eradicate will be a bit more chunkier and also be more darker colored because it is a Alolan form. February 2025, survival area. There's also a little jump place here. Can we go up here maybe? Let's take a look. Evorel, the HM slave. And there's a trainer as well. Who's this guy? The potential of dragon Pokemon puts them at the top of my list. Oh boy, dragon types. What dragon type do we face them? This guy has two. Joffrey. First one is Dratini, the original dragon type Pokemon. One of the few dragon types in the early types of Pokemon, it was Dratini. Pure dragon type for its first form, and then it goes more deeper into the flying form for its future forms. So dragons are only weak to themselves, they're also weak to ice, and in Gen 6 and onward they're also weak to fairy, which is sort of like a big dragon killer. Next up is Dragonair, the evolved form of Dratini, and this is where the flying type comes in as well. Long and slender worm, but I can use my RLAs. Ooh, didn't kill it though. Here comes Dragon Dance. A very offensive move for dragons, which buffs the attack and speed, so you can hit harder and faster. But still outsped by its Staraptor though, because of level difference. So let's do it one more time. We're taking it down. Staraptor is 64. Good. And that was Joffrey. Potential doesn't mean I can win. Well, there are other dragons that are more ferocious than Dratini and Dragonair, to be honest, but hey, I'm not going to be a mean guy. We got the Dawn Stone. The Dawn Stone is one of the illusional stones in the game, and you can use it, for example, to get Roserade. The one I have in my team right here. And now we are in the survival area. Survival area staging point. So this is one of the areas in the part of the battle zone, which has actually people here and new people living in it. Hey, traveling trainer, is your bag full of items, or is it full of dreams? Is that supposed to be a tough question to answer? I don't know. I've been exploring a long time, but I know when I'm beaten. It takes a better trainer than me to explore the volcano, truly. Really? There's a move that doubles in power if the Pokemon using is poisoned, paralyzed, or burned. I got taking machines for it right here. Want them? Yep, sure. Team 42, which is Facade. Or Facade. It's a good move for a Pokemon to have. Makes it tough for a Pokemon to use status affecting moves. Yes, a Facade is a normal type physical move which doubles in power if your Pokemon that uses the move has a status condition on them. I'm a cameraman, obviously. Have you ever seen a TV program called Search for the Red Gyarados, the mysterious appearance of furious Pokemon in a lake? You know that outstanding documentary? Yeah, I filmed that. So, the documentary is referring to is the very, very first scene in the game when you start up Gen 4, even in the remake. Where you see the character watching a TV program about Gyarados, and then you shift to the character in his home. Now this house here is where we want to go. The survival area. Let me tell you about Stark Mountain. That volcano dates back to when Sinnoh was made by the melding of time and space. Fiery lava spilled out and pooled, which then turned into a Pokemon. It's said that the Magma Stone was used to keep the Pokemon under control. According to legend, the Pokemon transformed over time into the heart of the volcano itself. So now we got a little bit of a clue what might be ahead of us at Stark Mountain, which is not far from here. There's a Pokémon Center which you should go up and rest and heal. Now it is a nice thing though, since this place is a Pokémon Center considered like a little town, and if you do want to go elsewhere, you can always fly directly back here. So this place sort of counts like a town. There we go, we got a Pokemon healed. If you need to go some shopping, you also have the Pokemart right here. You can find plenty of items, which you probably already have plenty of enough from before, I would say. You have some Great Balls, Ultra Balls. Ultra Balls are always nice to have. Let's buy a few more. Because we will fight a lot of legendary Pokemon later on here in the post-game of Gen 4's remake. High Potion, always nice to have. Revive as well. We use them throughout the whole game from start to finish. We also Repels if you need that. Always nice to have too, especially in this game because there are random encounters. It's only in the recent games where random encounters have sort of turned off, I guess. Well, that's fine though. Now, there's nothing more else to do right now because we'll be coming back to survival area later on. But for now, let's head east to 226. The music player is pretty much the same, but it still is a very important place. This place has a lot of rugged mountain cliffs with rock climb. So up we go and down we go, and trainers to find and trainers to fight. My partner and I have come this far. Let me show you how much it's grown. Ah, cool. We'll take you on. Mr. H Trainer Graham with Skarmory. Another flying type Pokemon, but this one is unique. It's a dual type Steel and Flying. Meaning that a flying attack itself doesn't really do much damage against its Steel type. But you can use close combat. Skarmory is not really weak to fighting, but it's not resistant to it either. Because flying is resistant to fighting, but Steel is weak to it. That's why it's neutral damage. But Skarmory is very tanky, as you can see. Even a close combat does not too much damage. Comes Steel Wing. A Steel attack move for Pokemon that usually have a bit of more wings in flying Pokemon. Second one comes out and still no KO here. Skarmory will do Automatize. Automatize is a move that's usually useless. Unique to Steel types. It increases their speed very much. Sort of like agility, but it's not the greatest thing. Still faster than Skarmory though, and we use the Thief to end it up and win. It needs to grow more? Probably. Or probably not. We got some more berries here when I picked them up. Just gonna skip them because we need to. Go up and down. Here we go. Here. Item here if you want to pick it up. For a move, just gonna use a repel. Let's see. Do we have ones? Oh, here it is. It's other items. That's what it's. Get a bottle of Carbos. One of those vitamins which is increasing of EV values. This one increases speed. That is your thing. The Lagging Tail. Interesting move. Here we got two trainers which are lined up to each other almost. This means you can either fight them at the same time, or you can fight them in a double battle if that is what you desire. Well then, let's have fire and water go together. Here we go. How do you do? I'm a dragon tamer. What say we compare our Pokemon by means of a battle? My Pokemon grew up in the arms of Mother Nature. They're tough. So now I'm gonna fight Dragon Tamer and the Bird Keeper. It's gonna be interesting. Dragon Tamer Stanley, Bird Keeper Geneva. With Seadra and Golbat. Interesting. So, Golbat is dual type poison and flying, while Seadra is not a dragon type, it's a water type only. But it does become a dragon type though if you evolve it one more time. Okay, so first one, Rapidash can't really do much against a water type Pokemon, so better for Rapidash to work on Golbat. And since Rapidash is more of a physical attacker, let's go for Flame Wheel and Golbat. And then we can use... Let's use Ice Beam and Golbat too as well. Might as well. Flame Wheel. Golbat doing some damage. Poison Fang on Rapidash. No poison at least. Here comes Ice Beam on Golbat. That's gonna be KO. It's weak to ice as a flying type. Critical hit. Probably didn't need it against Golbat. It's not that great defensive wise, so should have been killed anyways. And level 59 on Rapidash. Very nice. Still we use agility. Speeding things up. Now there are still more Pokemon from the Birdkeeper. Here comes Xatu. Xatu, flying and psychic dual type, which is interesting. Actually, I think we're gonna switch now for Rapidash to go Seadra, so we can just keep Ice Beaming on Xatu. Hydro Pump on Empoleon. Why? I don't know. Not sure why. Takedown on Seadra. Doing some damage, but it'll be recoil and a poison point. Damn, that was a tough one. And Wish from Xatu. I mean that in a few turns Xatu will be healed, but that won't really happen because the Ice Beam is gonna KO the Xatu. It's weak to ice, and Xatu goes down. Poison text for Rapidash. Let's see, Rapidash can just keep doing the same. And then Empoleon. As much as we can do. All of our moves don't really do much damage against a Seadra. Try Flash Cannon, I guess. Hydro Pump again. It's gonna miss on Rapidash. That's good. That would have been a KO for sure if Rapidash didn't dodge that one. Take down some more damage, but recoil as well. Flash Cannon though, will it be enough to take down the Seadra? The answer is yes. But it is not very effective though. Water types are resistant to steel. Rapidash Poison still ticks. And the last Pokemon from the Dragon Tamer is Gyarados. Oh boy. Gyarados is a water type, but it's also a flying type, which is very, very interesting. What's more interesting though is his weakness. Because if I switch Rapidash now for Luxray, that's gonna make Gyarados very, very sweaty. Not much is effective against Gyarados, but because it's a flying type, its resistance to ice as a water type is no longer there. Now I can do some neutral damage with Ice Beam. Let's send in Luxray. Intimidate onto Gyarados, reducing its attack power. Here comes Ice Beam. How much damage will it do though when it's no longer resistant? Not much. So Dragon Dance used by Gyarados. It's not a dragon type Pokemon. It kind of looks like one. But if you were to give Gyarados a Mega Evolution though, then it becomes a dragon type. It takes away its flying type and becomes dragon. As well, it's a water type, of course. Gyarados goes Hyper Beam. Onto Luxray. But not too much damage. Hyper Beam was one of the moves that was changed in Generation 4. Hyper Beam was a normal attack, and it was a physical attack, as normal was physical type. But this was changed in Gen 4, so that the Hyper Beam is a special attack. Oops, how very silly of me. How could we be tougher than Mother Nature? I don't know. I'm just simply am, I guess. here, grab this item. TM53 Energy Ball. That's a great move. It's one of the best special attacks for grass type Pokemon. Do they even need it on Roserade though? I probably should. I mean, Gira is pretty good. It's hard to say. Is it 90 power? Is it? Yeah, 90. Oh, this is a tough one. I mean, Energy Ball is... it's good. But Giga is very nice because you take some damage and you can sustain as well, which is one of the benefits of being a grass type Pokemon, is that you can sustain yourself. I forgot to cure the poison, I think. Let's do that. Where is it? There he is. We still have Rapid Dash in lead. Get him some levels. Continue up here to grab some more items if we need to, but no need to that. So, let's see. Yeah, we're at the end of this episode. So next episode, guys, we're going to continue here towards the watery route of the northern part of Route 226. And then we're going to head upwards to Stark Mountain to take a look. And from there, we're going to head back eastwards and then go around the clock back to the fight area from where we started. And then we will see where the story takes place. We will see more next time for sure. Next time we're going to meet a semi-familiar face at Stark Mountain. Or two, even. And then we continue in the battle zone to check out more what this post-game area has to offer. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media, and that's good for now. I'll see you guys next time as my journey in Pokemon Shining Pearl continues.